So let's hear that change of voice. I'm confused. This is the old song. So that's the old song.
Yeah, that's the old song.
Why
Just,
did you
just,
get
just.
letters saying we really like the old song better?
I
I've been
thought I
running it
just,
on a loop at the gym.
I thought I'd just switch it up just a little bit for
I
today.
like it. I like it. Hey, hi. Happy Wednesday,
Hey,
Ona.
hey everybody on YouTube. Hey everybody on Instagram. Hey everybody on Facebook. Look at y'all coming through. Jeannie, Patricia, Leslie, the girls are in the house because the guys are watching the game, and that's where I want to be too.
Oh, we'll be there.
Yeah,
We'll be
we'll be
there.
there. We'll be there. So, hey, you
Hmm.
guys, we are so glad to have all of you here. Welcome to the Vision is Possible podcast. And again, as I always have to say, everybody on Instagram, I can't wave at you because then I have to come back over here, see, and then I got to do all this. I'm waving at a few people, and it's just, so know from in my heart, I am waving at you. Hey there, David Peterson from Malaysia. K9.
Oh yeah, K9, you're the only one I'd be happy for, honestly, and I understand it. Trust me, I appreciate fandom. Just so if people you don't know, people who aren't into sports or like David are in Malaysia, the World Series of baseball is going on right
Sorry.
now, and the Dodgers are in it again, and they're
Again.
playing the Toronto Blue Jays, who are actually the better team this season, record
Mm-hmm.
wise, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so they have the home field advantage. And it's a heck of a series. They went 18 innings the other
Oh
night.
my gosh.
Crazy. Blue Jays did very well in the first game. We did very well in the second game. We eked out a close one on the third game,
Yeah.
and the fourth game was one bad inning for us.
One that
One
band
bad
that
inning.
screwed us up.
So,
Yeah.
um, all good, man. And like I said, I love fans. I love sports fans. So my whole thing about sports, just this night tonight is going to be a potpourri, as Iona called it, of topics and conversation. We'll start with sports because the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays are playing America's pastime, which the world has adopted beautifully,
Oh,
by the
so,
way.
so nicely.
Beautifully. I mean, so many amazing foreign players, whether from Japan, the Dominican,
Mm.
just fantastic players. And so here's my thing about sports. I call it sports hate. Like there are teams I hate. I don't hate the Toronto Blue Jays. I think they're amazing. I don't have sports hate for them. But like teams that like the Yankees, the Padres, the San Francisco Giants in baseball, in football, it's like the Minnesota Vikings, the Chicago Bears, whatever. I call it sports hate because as long as you're watching the sport and you're involved in the game, if you hate on somebody, that's cool. As soon as the game ends, it's over.
Love.
It's over. It's over. And here's a funny story. We were at Lambeau Field, which is the cathedral of football. You guys got to go. It's a bucket list thing. You got to check that off if you're a sports fan whatsoever. So we go to Lambeau Field. My whole family's there. Oh, it's awesome. My daughter Rachel's there. They're much younger, and we're playing the Minnesota Vikings, who we absolutely cannot stand. Loathe the Minnesota Vikings because you're a Packer fan. You kind of have to. At any rate, we're giving them a ration of, well, you know what. And they end up beating us, which was a heartbreaker. But we get to the airport and we're sitting there and we're just all about, Minnesota Vikings, this, Minnesota Vikings. Yeah. I hate them. I hate Dante Culpepper. I hate Randy Moss. I hate Chris Carter. And who comes down the breezeway but the Minnesota Vikings? Minnesota Vikings are walking onto our plane.
They are big.
And they walk past us, and we cannot help but go, "You guys are incredible. You guys are awesome." Because truly, indeed, they are. I mean, absolutely, they are
Yeah.
impressive specimens, sports athletes, full stop. I mean, it really. And they're at the top of the game, so you can't. Can you hate on them while they're playing your team? Sure, but you have to honor and respect the hard work that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
The effort that these guys put out, whether they're on your team or they are not. And that moment, I coined the phrase "sports hate" because, like I say, as you're watching the game and you're wrapped up in it, um, it's just it's beautiful. Sports are beautiful, and K9, wearing your Jays colors tonight. Wait a minute, when were the Blue Jays founded? Oh, that's right. And when were the Dodgers founded? Oh, that's right. So, in fact, you're
Watch out.
welcome for stealing our colors.
Okay.
Feel me? Feel me. Okay, you want to keep quipping? Because I do this for a living. I
I
got a
know, right?
sad card.
I'm like,
I
come
got a
on,
sad
K9, because
card.
he's getting to get.
Let's go, K9. You ain't catching
Mm,
no rookie here.
that's
You know
right.
what I mean? I just gave you respect. And you telling me about the colors? Oh, I see. I see what time it is. I'll be in Vancouver this weekend on Sunday. I'll be up in the Great White North, brother. We'll see what's up. I love
you
you. I
know,
love you dearly.
I love you say that, Phil, because and now with K9, don't write nothing about the game. Don't write nothing about the game. We aren't watching the game. Don't do that. We love you though.
Yeah, we have it on.
But
We have it on tape.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. We're DVRing it. But you know what I love? Every time I'm watching a sporting event and they are going at it in football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever it is, at the end, my favorite part is, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Phil, is to watch these players who just come to each other and hug, and they're like talking like, so how are the kids, how's the family, man, you
yeah.
played your ass off, and they're just
Mm-hmm.
into it. And I love that. That's what sports are supposed to be. And I was a tomboy when I was a kid. Phil was a jock, so we call him, actually I was a jock, that's what they called him now, excuse me. But I loved it. I played all kinds of sports, and it gave you such a wonderful feeling of how to work with others, how to respect others' talents and still go for it. It's I
Mm.
just love sports, and so this show is not going to be as long tonight because I got to get on a plane. I'm not packed, and also the Dodgers are playing. The World Series is
Yeah,
happening.
our Dodgers are playing. So,
Yes,
all love, much love, K9. Whatever happens, happens. Remember, this is only one game. You can score 100 runs. It's only one game.
that's right. We got
So,
to come back to your
it
house.
will be over when it's over. And
That's
we'll
right.
see how it goes. Good luck
That's
to everybody.
that's absolutely,
What else is
absolutely.
happening now? You're leaving tomorrow. Where are you going? What's
I'm
happening? Can you tell people, or are you still under some NDA? You
I,
can't say
I'm I'm
shit.
still under an NDA, but I'm going to
Trying to get this hat
Austin,
right.
which I had already planned to visit a girlfriend for a Halloween party to have some fun, and that's going to be really cool. And it worked out great because it's right before I go back to shoot the show. So I'm going to go back and shoot two
Mm.
more episodes. Love the script they just sent to me, and so I'm just. You guys, I feel like, people say I'm living my best life. I feel like I'm living my best life right now. The role is fabulous. She's so multi layered, and the wardrobe is wonderful. Makeup is and the other actors are terrific. And I'm working with two of my dearest ones. So I'm just thrilled about that. It's kind of weird. My husband's used to being the one traveling because, as you all
Right.
know, he's a musician, so he's traveling all over the world. And as a matter of fact, he will be leaving at some point. We're passing each other, so there will be someone home all the time. So don't come to my house. But it's so crazy because he's like, so you're leaving, and I'm like, yeah, it's new for you, isn't it? I'm the one going, and it's cool.
Nice. Nice, nice. The
Yeah,
foo is
yeah.
on the other. What do they say? The shoe's on the other foot.
The
The should is
shoes
on the other
on the
foo.
foot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
It
foo
is.
is on the other should.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And you're
yeah, I'm
leaving to
out of
go
here,
work
man.
too.
I'm going Sunday. I'm out of here. Going to
Mm-hmm.
Vancouver, doing some more fun stuff out there. It'll be great. It'll be great. The script is crazy good. And I'm just thrilled. Life is right now very interesting. Very interesting.
Very
Just came back from New
interesting.
Jersey, which was a whirlwind 3 days of absolute love and support, and people just coming over and giving of themselves. And I didn't sit down the whole. I rarely, barely sat down the whole time because so many people were coming in. It was just a great, great weekend. So thanks everybody who showed up at Parsippany. If any of you
Convention.
ended up starting to watch us at the convention, which is Chiller Theater Expo, it was fantastic. Just loved it. I loved it. I met a lot of friends, and you know how it goes, how those things are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll see you guys around the country when I do these things. I don't do often. I don't do them often, but when I do, it's an amazing experience. Always,
So fun.
full stop.
And I don't do as many as you, but I've done them, and they are such a blast to meet our fans, and and people who are just giving love, and then we give love back to them because we can't do what we do without you guys loving up on us. So it's a win-win for each party. Um, Phil, I'm feeling like, and you guys, I hope you don't mind. I'm tired, and I want to pack, and I do want to see the game. Do you want to mention something that happened to you the other day?
You mean when I got home?
Yeah,
That thing?
yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, sure, sure. Well,
That's
we
because that
listen.
was
It's 6:10. So, well,
that's a
yeah, yeah.
wonderful
Everybody,
lesson.
you
Then I'll
have to
follow that.
understand. You see me. I have K9's Toronto colors on, and we're trying to watch a sporting event. That's pretty important. Um, Anyway, so yeah, I came home the other night at about 3 o'clock in the morning and arrived here, and I was exhausted. I was hangry. I'd been traveling for a long time. By that time, it had been 12 hours of flying and waiting and stuff like that. So I was very tired. I got home. Something was out of whack here at my house. I was not happy, and it kind of it sent me. I got very upset, and as you guys can hear from the other shows, trying to work on peace and calm and understanding and clarity. Um, we all have a point where we lose it, and everybody's point where they lose it is different, right? Some people just real close. They lose it all the time. Every day they're in chaos, right? Oh, I'm not. So this moment, I kind of was emotionally. I was upset and I was hot. It was all those adjectives that you think. And as I'm going through all this, I'm trying to sleep, and sleep isn't coming, of course, because I'm upset. I realize even though I was right in however I felt, how I felt didn't feel good. Didn't matter that I was right. I still didn't feel good. So ultimately, I backed off of a lot of the feelings I was having, and it was really for me to understand. It was a very innocuous situation, Patricia, everybody. It's not something that hurt me or hurt my family, or there was any threat to anybody. It's just the things we need to learn about ourselves, the places that we're trying to go in ourselves. And I'm no different than any of us that are listening or around this conversation. I have my own challenges and my own limits and my own foibles and Achilles heels and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
certainly was running into it at this moment. And what I chose to do was release it, let it go. Nobody knew. It wasn't for them to know. It was for me to know. It was for me to get it. It was for me to understand, oh, I still have work to do. I still have sharp edges and hard corners and places that I need to reconcile within myself. And we are all human. We all have a lot of things that go on. It's just the moments that those things happen, I want to be aware of them. That's my lesson. That's my lesson. Is that that's my point. So I want to continue to work on myself to push that point further and further and further and further away from me until there's no longer a point at all, till there's no point to it.
I love that. Phil mentioned that to me, and I was thinking about too how there are things that make you mad, and you can be righteous about being angry. You are right why you are angry, and I have felt this way before. So let me bring it back to me. I felt angry about something that someone has done to me, and insulted and whatever, or you know just many different scenarios you can think of where someone's pissed you off and you're right about it. And then Phil and I were talking, and it's like staying angry or getting upset with them, it's really hurting me. If any of you haven't have this is a story I've mentioned several times, but I was driving down the street and wanted to park in a parking space and pulled up to do a parallel park, and this woman pulled up on my butt, and she wanted me to keep moving, and I'm like, I really want this space because there's nowhere else to park. She gets out of her car, and before I know it, we are yelling at each other. And I look over, and her like 8 or 9 year old daughter is in the car with her. I'm thinking, Iona, what is really that important? I'm really hurting me. I got in my car and I took off. I lost the parking space, and I honestly don't remember where I parked, but I do remember that after I was having a conversation with myself about what am I upset about, that it manifested itself in that moment. Not making me wrong, but making me just watch. Shh, this is years ago, how I'm going to fire off like that with someone over a doggone parking space. Now, I knew that I looked at that woman and I said, she's upset about something that has nothing to do with me. But I was there. I was the one who caught her wrath. And what was going on with me, I was responding. It's not necessary. And as we talked, I am finding that, getting pissed off at people, sometimes I need to speak to them and have confrontation, and I'm going to have that, and then I want to move on. But to hold on to that feeling, not healthy, and it's not helping anybody at all. Patricia, what did you say here, baby? She says, thank you so much for sharing this, because a lot of people really look up to you, and it helps us to see how you dealing with it. Oh, baby, you're so wonderful. Just what Phil said, we are human. Oh shoot, I don't know why that made me emotional. But we're always talking about on this show how we have our PhDs in life, but we aren't experts of therapists or anything like that. But what we are is caring human beings. We want to hear from you what you're going through, what you're feeling, and also share with you our joys and our foibles and our shit and our ahas, because we all have them. And if we can share from our truth with you, and you can get some of that maybe adds a nice spice and positive to your life. That's why Wednesdays happen on The Vision is Possible. Yeah. So, you guys, we're going to call it short tonight because of the game. And also, I got to be at the airport at 4 a.m.
You gotta work, man. You got
Gotta
stuff to
work.
do.
We're
This may
making
be a
the
little
vision
wonky the next,
possible. So
maybe wonky the next month or so, because we have a lot going on. So just hang in there with us.
hang in there, hang in there. But we're coming. I got some great guests that are coming too. And hey, you guys have a fantastic friggin' week. If there's one thing I want to say is just what we said. Hey, right before you get angry, take a breath, and if you do and you let it out, really take a look and see if that was the right approach, and how maybe you can be better the next time, no matter what somebody did to you. Love you madly, everyone. Have a great week.
Take care, y'all. See you
All
soon.
right, y'all. See you
Go,
soon.
everybody.
Let me my contact information. Here I go. The show's contact information. Here, that is there. And now I'm going to bring us back in. Oops, you know what? I'm going to bring us back and over. Wait a second. There we are. And then I want to bring this up right here. Let's go off on a little smooth jazz. Bill, have a great